This week's parsha speaks about Pharaoh's birthday. It says that on his birthday, so some say it was the day that he gave birth to a son, but Rashi says it was his birthday, and that on that day the cupbearer was elevated to his position, and etc. So the Torah speaks about a birthday. That's the only time it speaks about a birthday. So what do we learn from that? Do we learn that because Pharaoh had his birthday, that we should celebrate our birthdays? I don't know. So there's some discussion around it. I'll just tell you, my final conclusion is it's perfectly good and fine to celebrate a birthday. But I'll take you through a little bit of the process around it, okay? So those who say that, okay. One opinion that says that it's problematic to celebrate a birthday, because it says in Eruvin, there's a discussion between Beit Shammai and Beit Hillel as to whether it was good that humans were created or not. And the view that says that it wasn't good was because humans are going to sin, they're going to suffer. And in the end, the Gemara concludes that it's probably better that we weren't born. But now that we were born, we should check our actions and make sure we're in line with the right way. And so those who say that, it's your birthday, well, what are you celebrating? The day when it wasn't great that we were born? So Tosfos says on the spot, says that that's talking about those who are going to, for sure, sin. But those who are tzaddikim, and Rav Hershel Schachter says those who are doing mitzvot or doing the right thing, doing mitzvot, Torah mitzvot, they're definitely not in that category of better that you're not born. Basically, if you're doing the good things, it's better that you're born because you're bringing good things into the world. So for that reason, it's worth celebrating a birthday. Others point out that the non-Jewish world celebrates their birthdays, so we shouldn't mimic them. But you could push back against that as well and say, it's only forbidden to mimic the non-Jews if it's for idolatrous purposes or something that doesn't make any sense. But this does make sense. You're celebrating the day you're born. So that's kind of some of the reasons why some point out against it, but those are some pushbacks against their pushback. Let's go to some positive aspects of it. And I was surprised to find many surprising ones. So some celebrate birthday marking a Jewish milestone. So in the Gemara, Rav Yosef celebrated his 60th birthday because it says when you get to 60 years old, you've emerged from the decree of Karet, which says if you get this decree of divine excision, I guess it's called, your life will be cut short. That means your life will be cut short before 60. So he celebrated his 60th birthday for that reason. It says in the Chavos Yair says you should celebrate your 70th birthday because in Tehillim it says that most people that the average lifespan is 70. Maybe it's longer today. I don't know. But and then if that's a lifespan of humanity. And then if you're Big Vrot, Shmonim Shana. But if it's great, 80 years. But 70, if you get to that point, you've lived a good full life. Okay, so others just don't don't bring reasons for it. Don't bring a milestone. They're just okay with celebrating the birthday. I found in the Ben Ish Chai, I looked at it because V'yeshno agim lasot b'chol shana et yom haledah liyom tov. Many just have a custom to make a Yom Tov, not Yom Tov, you can drive and everything. It's like a celebration on that day, on the day that you're born. V'siman yafehu. It's a good siman. It's a good omen. V'chen noagim b'veiteinu. This is what we do in our home. We have birthdays we celebrate the birthdays in our home. And there are others. I'll just read one or two of these. There's a whole list of these on a website that I found. It says in the biography of the Chofetz Chaim that he held a birthday party on his 90th birthday and finished his manuscript entitled Beis Yisrael for the occasion. The Chasam Sofer's own Rebbe, Rav Natan Adler, held a birthday party for his mother on her 80th birthday and invited the whole town. The Ksav Sofer writes that he made a special siyum on the tractate Pesachim for his 50th birthday. What does stand out about some of these texts is that they're trying to connect it to something spiritual. And that definitely can make it a little bit more Jewish. So before we get to that, others point out that on the day, more Kabbalistic texts point out that on the day of one's birthday, one's mazal is stronger. So the Chidah says, he says this is why Job, when he was suffering, this is why he cursed the day that he was born. Because every day that year that he was born, the birthday, they're stronger. The mazal is stronger, and his mazal was really bad, so he was cursing it. So the day that you're born has a mazal every year. It says the Chidah says, Rav Chaim David Azulai, and Rav Tzadok of Lublin says, Ki hayom shadam nolad. He was a Hasidic Rebbe in the 19th century. Bo az betokef mazalo. Your mazal is very strong. Ve'ein lo lirah. You shouldn't be afraid that whole day. The whole that comes around every year. Mishum davar shira mazalo az, because that's something bad will happen on that day. Meaning your mazal is strong. So if you just kind of put these all together, Some connect it to a landmark, Jewish landmark, 60, 70. Others just say it's fine. It's harmless. And it could be a positive thing. You connect it to some sort of spiritual occasion, learning, finishing a tractate or whatever. And others say on that day you have a strong mazel, your fortune, or you're on a higher, elevated spiritual level on that day. And so I think all these texts kind of point to the fact that it's definitely not a negative thing. It could be a positive thing as well. I saw some speaking about doing something special on your birthday. I was looking up, trying to find those who say like you should give a bracha on your birthday, but I didn't really find so much on that. But some say you can give tzedakah. Others say do something spiritual, like we said, or focus on a certain trait. Sefer Arvei Nacha says work on a certain trait on that day, and you can be strong in that trait for the upcoming year. So those are some texts on birthdays. It seems like there's a lot of positive response to it in a lot of the Sfarim.